Marnie Gellner, John Bonus, Marnie Gellner. Welcome to the show.
Nice to meet you.
Oh, hey.
Should we do it
Good
like this?
morning.
Should we turn the Power Trip Morning Show basically into the delicious dish and NPR and just talk about our holiday?
Sweaty balls?
I don't know that reference, but okay.
Bonus.
One of the great bits of all time.
All-time
right?
great.
One of the
Featuring Molly Shannon.
Of course, yeah. And Anna Gasteyer, right? And
Yep.
Alec Baldwin.
Yep.
One of the all-timers.
Pasta ball.
Well, there were more episodes than just that one,
Right.
but the one everyone
That's the
remembers
one.
and quotes is, yes, the sweaty balls, of course.
Eggs.
Eggs?
That's one of my favorites.
And I keep
Today
seeing...
we're going to talk about eggs.
They get very excited. Marnie, I keep seeing Molly Shannon on social media. She takes pictures with people at like baggage claim. She's
one of the people.
She's a
Yeah, she's
woman
one
of
of
the
us.
people.
Yes,
she just
I
wants to
know.
meet all of
I
her
know.
fans and friends, just not you, I guess.
Oh.
I just
Right.
need to find out what flight she's on
That's
and then
what you gotta-
casually
yes.
show up with no
100%.
bags. But
Whoa.
I can help you with yours. She's in the new season of Only Murders in the Building, which
Oh, really?
I have not watched the newest season yet, but I will.
Because of
her. Yes, exactly. Because of her. And she plays a typical lovable Molly Shannon character where she's a little bit quirky and her delivery, she can use her facial expressions, all those things that hit me in the right spot.
Yeah.
Oh. Time down.
We still got to make it happen. I don't know how we're going to make it happen, Marnes, but we're going to make it happen.
I think we got to enlist the St. Paul Saints.
We've tried. We've already said make like Mary Catherine Gallagher night and then
Here we
pay
go.
Molly Shannon.
Oh,
See, the Saints
yeah.
can do it. They pay her, so we don't have to pay. So
Yeah,
they
Hawk
pay
will
her
pay
a
her.
bunch of money to get her to
she's
come to
too big.
CHS Field.
She's too big of
And
a
then
star for that.
the Saints
It doesn't
enlist you
matter.
to host that night.
And then when she shows up, her house burns down.
Just like Terry Kaiser,
Yeah.
the guy from Weekend at Bernie's.
It's all part of the
can
experience.
Wear pants, not wear pants.
Pat.
Squishy.
Yeah.
Relax, Pat.
What do you mean by that?
Yeah.
Guardsy.
Oh, he's not here.
Meeting Molly Shannon is going to be the second
Brilliant.
greatest experience of your entire life.
After
Going back to back in initials.
Barrera.
I'm riding
not
high.
doing
It's true.
Barnes, we joked on Friday that you were the first one to ever do that. I'm going to have to double check this, but I'm pretty sure this is the first time you've ever gone back to back.
For sure.
That is 1,000%
Good
correct.
for you,
Pretty
Morris.
cool for you.
No doubt about it.
Now, what do the record books say about a third?
It's never
segment?
happened.
Oh,
It
here
never
we-
happened.
Well, and don't
History.
forget, and your buddy Nafisa
Yeah, I know.
Collier is going to
He
try to
will be
stop you
here.
on
Yeah.
Friday.
Oh, I am worried about that.
Oh, wow.
Like,
Look at
he
that.
is good at anything.
Wow, Barnes.
Have you consumed marijuana?
Not today.
Oh, good. Days early. Let's do some news.
It's fun. The reaction from a lot of people, especially at the Timberwolves game on Saturday, just because now I'm in a group of hundreds of people, just the shout outs and the making history.
Yeah.
People on board with it. It's been a high.
They don't
It's been a
care
real
about
high.
the Wolves. They care about you winning.
Yeah.
Sure.
Good for
sure.
you.
Way more
sure.
important.
Yeah.
All right, news.
This is KFAN News with Chris Hockey.
Brought to you by Carboni.
Thanks, Carbonis.
Man, pizza'd be good right now, wouldn't it? Pizza's always good, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think John Bonus should buy into that franchise and we can call it Carboonies.
Ooh, I like
I love
that.
that idea.
That's real good.
I love that idea.
But he's going to
I'm
Egypt.
sure he
Let's
has.
talk to him when he gets
busy.
back.
Are we sure
Yeah.
he doesn't own part of that franchise?
We're not. Well, he's not flying in that like bed seat on the flight, so he's probably not in
Yeah.
on that
True.
yet.
True.
If you own a cat, you know every day is Cat Day. But today actually is National Cat Day. Here's Bree Tennis.
The plan of today is to make sure all cats are adopted. And in case you're on the fence, some cat facts to butter you up.
Okay.
Pet MD says cats sleep up to 16 hours a day and spend about 3 hours grooming. They're about as smart as a toddler and can be trained to do stuff,
sauce.
but they won't. A new study by UCLA says owning one cat improves your mental health. Owning two doubles the love. And according to the study, owning 3 cats or more does not make you a crazy cat person. I'm Bree Tennis.
What study verified
Official.
that? If you have 7 or 8 or 9 cats, you're crazy.
How many cats does Rosie have?
I think it's 2.
If you ask him, he owns all of it.
Yeah, wow. What are Rosie's cats' names, Hawk?
There's Laquifa,
Whoa.
That's a terrible name.
Yeah. And?
Old Black Betty,
That's a terrible name.
and El Paso.
That's a terrible name.
Don't know why he calls that one El Paso.
Are you reading your
OBB, huh?
Why, Sauce? What did you think the names were?
Isn't it like Willow and Xavier?
Well, that's boring.
We're going to change those.
4 people are being charged with disorderly conduct during a Timothy Chalamet lookalike contest on Sunday in Manhattan. Things were chill until he showed up, surprised hundreds of fans, and they went nuts.
Genius, by the way, to show up to your own lookalike
yeah.
contest.
Yeah,
Isn't that what Charlie Chaplin
That's
did?
exactly right.
And he finished
Blues,
third
right?
or something.
Yeah, he sure did.
Yep.
Yeah, Hawk, hit me with that last name again.
Chalamet?
Oh, okay.
Is that not right?
Yes,
you got
but
it.
when you first said it, you were like, Chalamet.
I'm so sorry.
I just didn't know if that was how you were gonna go with it like
Oh, I'm
that.
sorry.
Sorry.
Anyway, he showed up to his own lookalike contest. Go ahead.
It doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't matter anymore.
Oh, man, she's woman-splaining to you how that name is pronounced.
I know, and she's right.
She is right.
Hey, playing in mud and dirt. I think that's how you say it, dirt.
Brilliant, Hawk.
Could help kids build their immune system. Data on the connection between dirt play and
PA's Googled that.
Oh, yeah. So Hawk, though.
And Rosen.
data on the
Guerrero.
connection between dirt play and probability of getting allergies and autoimmune diseases found that mud and dirt exposes children to microorganisms, which can help with immune training. Researchers say exposure to an array of microbes teaches a child's immune system to differentiate destructive microbes versus mild ones.
And here with his recreation of George Carlin's take on testing the immune system, but Chris will say that you didn't do a good job making it funny as the fans, Paul Lambert.
He talks about how you have to germs. You need. Hold on.
Jesus, you
Your
don't
immune
know.
system needs germs to practice on. And when he was a kid, they swam in raw sewage. They were tempered in liquid bleep, and nobody ever got sick. Nobody ever got polio. Why? Because we were tempered in raw blank. Right, Cor?
It's pretty good.
Chris?
Wins the comedy. Dirt play also helps brain development because it is a sensory play that triggers multiple senses such as touch and smell. Let your kids play outside for God's sakes.
Oh, man.
Am I right? Am I right?
Outside is the worst.
Yeah,
I
outside's
love it, man.
terrible.
Remember when I'm like Andy Griffith, but
Sounded more like Bane.
Yeah.
man, back in the day when Mom would call, she'd be like, "Bane, come in." I'd be like, "I'm not coming in. I'm dirt play right now with the Joker."
I was born in the dirt.
Oh, my God.
That
Zach
was
fell
more
over.
Buffalo Bills than Bane.
Yeah,
Zach fell down.
you're born in the dirt. Well, you weren't alive till you. No, anyway, right?
He's a worm.
Yeah, he's a worm.
What's happening?
Sandworm, you know I hit him.
Dirt play.
Yeah, you're damn right. Subway is being accused of grossly misleading customers over the amount of meat that's in their sandwiches.
Oh, yeah.
Listen,
In there.
Oh.
a proposed class action lawsuit says advertisements for the fast food chain show steak and cheese sandwiches containing 200% more meat than what customers actually receive. The lawsuit was filed Monday in Brooklyn. The woman who's suing is seeking unspecified damages and needs to get something better to do.
Paul, your hand is up.
Two-part. Woodhawk. Yes.
The gal that is suing Subway?
Yeah, yeah.
100%.
Who wants to use the joke, though?
No. So
She's
here,
going to be disappointed in the amount of meat I got.
yeah, well played. So the other thing is, like Subway, there was a time and a place where I really liked Subway, right? The $5 sub was great. It was cheap. It was perfect.
Was the time 4:00 in the afternoon in the place Subway?
Yes. But how has Subway survived so much? Obviously, the Jared thing, then they got sued for having like yoga mat fiber in their bread. Then they got sued for like their footlongs not being footlongs. Now they're having a class action suit that there's not enough meat. How has Subway survived?
How do you think they have?
I just don't know. Like, who goes to Subway? I used to all the time. I loved it. But Subway has gone through a lot and still stood its ground.
It's still a good, cheap, fast, and ubiquitous.
Yeah, but now they're
sandwich.
not cheap.
No, they're
Not
not cheap anymore.
Yeah.
But now there's so many other options for sub sandwiches
Yes.
that are Jersey Mike's is 1,000 times better. I just don't understand how Subway.
You got Quiznos.
I'm still standing by Elton John
You got
was
Which
written
Wich.
about that. Right, all of them.
Well-
and Subway's just still kind of hangs out.
They're about to go crashing down because they're switching to Pepsi next year. So
Well, that'll be the last straw.
Well, I didn't even have to bring that up.
no.
Wow.
See
It's
ya.
over.
Remember the stickers? The stamps, man?
Yeah, to get a free sub.
Yeah.
Collect those some bitches. I bet I still have some under my seat.
And of course, like every one of those programs that has ever existed, there was a kid in Lindstrom that would basically just hoard them and then give them to his friends.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course. Yeah.
Right? So that's the problem is you're handing out free stickers, free stamps, and all your friends are getting free subs.
Or at the one that was in Minnetonka, somebody just stole the whole stamp thing out of the thing that worked there.
Right. How did Subway survive that?
Right? Correct.
Thievery.
You know, I met that Jared guy, Jared Fogel
You said something
from
about
Subway.
that, yeah.
I met him
I
on
wouldn't
Radio
say
Row
it.
multiple times.
Please
And
don't. I would stop.
Gerardsy and I
please
interviewed
stop.
him, and he always seemed like such a sweet
Probably
dude.
good. I
And
wouldn't-
he wanted to talk basketball.
That's not
He
a good-
did. He was a really, really nice guy.
think
I wonder what happened to that dude.
Guardsy told this story too.
No, sure.
He never mentioned it.
No.
No, he's
No,
never
Gertzie will
mentioned it.
back me up. He seemed
No,
like a nice
no,
guy.
he will not. He
Somebody
won't.
look up what happened
In
to that
fact,
guy. He's
please
not
don't
on the
use
commercials
words
anymore.
Back up
Yeah.
when you talk about him.
Yeah.
Please.
And, yeah.
Talking
Hey,
about Common?
Hey,
No, he's not doing the Subway commercials anymore.
oh, that's right. Remember
How
the
did he
taste,
survive
that?
the taste fairy.
I
Remember that?
asked Jared Fogel about that. Gertzie and I asked him about have you heard of the Taste Fairy? Because that was a regional thing for
Oh, dear
Common.
God. I don't want to know what he said.
He
Yeah.
had not heard of the Taste Fairy and did not seem threatened by the Taste Fairy because he was Jared. Wonder what happened to him.
A woman from Nashwauk, Minnesota, Nashwauk, Nashwauk,
It's by the Dells.
faces felony charges after allegedly voting for her deceased mother.
So
According to the charges, Miller filled out her mother's absentee ballot.
I see what you're saying.
You thought you were voting for
Voted
As her.
as her mother. I thought you meant I would rather vote for my dead mother
Yeah.
than these two candidates.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was too.
No, she
Got
voted
it.
for one of the candidates.
as her dead mother.
Yes.
Got it. Okay. Well,
Miller filled her mother's absentee ballot. The Itasca County Auditor's Office flagged the ballots and said, "This one's dead."
cross
Him
it
off.
off.
What a
Ben.
great bit.
2 counts of
Voter fraud.
related to absentee voting and scheduled first court appearance on December 4th. There you go. I mean,
Isn't
that
there
is.
a quote in there from her saying why she did it?
I don't have it.
Her
No,
mother, I read that
I'm sure.
morning. Her mom would have wanted Donald Trump to be president.
Of course.
And so that's why she went ahead and did that. How bad of a punishment is voter fraud?
Death.
Pretty bad.
Because it's like mail,
Yeah, it's
like you don't mess with the U.S. mail,
right.
and you don't mess with the voting
And you
process.
don't mess
Yes,
around with
that's
Jim.
Paul, your hands up.
The mom when she was alive, Woodhawk.
I'm going to go no.
She's actually
Yeah,
recently
I'm gonna go
deceased,
no.
so she
Yeah.
might still be warm.
Oh,
Okay, now
Marnes.
that's a weird.
That's weird.
What are you, Ted
Well, I mean,
Bundy? That's
like-
what Bundy wanted. He was like,
Dahmer?
as long as until the body decomposed or had been eaten by animals, he'd go back to the
And he
scene,
would,
you
and he
psycho.
would dress them up.
Yeah. Think
Speaking
about
of-
that. That's a level of sickness almost nobody can ever comprehend unless you're a serial killer. Because at some point, Bundy goes back to the body, right? And he's like, it's still good enough. Then the next day, this is still good enough.
Yeah.
Think about that. At some point, Bundy goes back to the body, and the animals in the forest have eaten the body so much that even he's like, this is gross.
Yeah,
I can't do this. Like, he has a line where Bundy's like, enough.
Yeah, I can't do it.
Enough. I'm done. He's
Yeah.
like, I'm going to Subway.
Yeah.
I want to know what Dahmer's Best Buy day was.
You guys are odd.
Oh, brilliant. I get it. I thought it was like, what does he need, a TV?
By the way, the Menendez brothers are closer to potential freedom as
How
their
about
attorney confirmed plans to seek resentencing for their murder convictions, aiming for a reduction to voluntary manslaughter.
All
If
right.
successful, Eric and Lyle could be eligible for parole after nearly 35 years in prison.
So
I'm sorry, did you say voluntary manslaughter?
Yeah.
Somebody,
Yeah.
what does that mean?
Well, it's a different level of murder because
Yeah.
they admit that they did it.
Oh,
But
Yeah,
now there's
the-
extenuating
Yeah,
circumstances.
the whole thing is, yeah.
Okay, so did you guys see, though, the news that broke yesterday that is devastating to just me? As you guys know, I have something like 13 to 15 Mark Jackson
You
cards
should have sold them.
where the
should've
Menendez
sold
brothers are in the front row, and that card is infamous because that was when the timeline works out after they had killed their parents, but were still sitting front row to game.
Right.
And they were photographed, and then Mark Jackson has a card with the Menendez brothers sitting front row. I have 15 of them.
Definitely a memorable night.
Thank you.
Wow.
So since the Netflix documentary has come out, what was like a $20 or $25 card has sold for sometimes like $500, $700, right?
Millions.
Skyrocketed.
Millions. No, Pat, please listen.
Well, yesterday it came out. There's an upper deck card from what year is this?
21.
1920.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, Rosie's in it.
Early 90s, maybe late 80s. Michael Jordan card that has the Menendez brothers in the crowd.
Oh, no.
So
never
fake.
know.
So
It's
now,
all fake.
if you're going to have the Menendez brothers in the background of a card, Mark Jackson versus Michael Jordan.
Right.
MJ.
Why did it have to be Jordan? Why couldn't it be like Todd Glass?
Yeah.
Buck up. I mean, come on.
You know what I'm saying? Like, why can't it be some just absolute scrub?
Don't get your undies
Now-
in a bunch.
If it had the guy who played Lyle Menendez in it, Zach would buy all of them.
Yeah, but now they're saying this stupid Jackson or the Jordan card's going to be worth a ton too.
You should have sold it. We all tried to tell you to
Man.
sell those cards.
What was the thought process like? How is it going to appreciate more than when the documentary is out and it's a thing? And you were like, no, it's still too early to sell.
What if they get out of prison?
Yep.
Right after all these years,
And kill somebody else?
no, and just
Get adopted.
reality
show.
Just do it for the
right.
card
What if they're
value.
giant reality stars? What if they run for
for
president?
sure.
What if they go to the moon? What if they're the first people on Mars? Like, there's a lot of
What if
things
they're
they
the
could
new
do.
Subway spokesman?
They're definitely going to be in the front row of an NBA game again. Like,
Exactly.
that's going to happen.
Right.
Right.
They're going to make a lot of money in the interview circuit.
The problem with that particular card, that Mark Jackson one, is that it was so heavily printed. There's a reason you have 15 of them.
Yeah.
I think I have
Even
the only
my wife
15.
has like 5 of them.
Oh, then I'm going to break in
I
your
don't think
house and
that
burn
one
those.
is ever going to
Wow. Why?
reach the heights you
How?
wanted.
I'm going to start destroying the other Mark Jackson cards so mine go up in value because then they're more rare. So I'll start with your wives.
Wow. Okay. Well, you're not welcome at my house.
I'm going to break into your house.
You can come over and use my potty if you'd like.
Yeah. And by that, he means never mind. Wow. Man, his dad sent a text. He was just reading his dad's text.
According to Joey Joe Nelson, there's a weather model that shows we might get snow on Halloween.
Hell
is
yeah,
happening?
right, Hogs?
A week ago, it was supposed to be record highs.
That's according to Joey Joe Nelson,
Oh, my God.
who's got
Why
it
is it
out
always
and dragging on
Halloween?
the floor.
Why can't it be 64 degrees on Thursday? God dang it.
It will be somewhere. It is on my toilet seat. It's more than that. It's about 84. Come on over. Warm those cheeks. Right, Martins?
Sauce does sports after this. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.
All right. It's the Power Trip. Here we are. You know, it's 7:27. It's Tuesday. Johnny Boone's over there. Marnie Glarner. And there's Roser. He's back, ladies and gentlemen. He's back, and he's better than ever. Look at you, Roser. He's back there behind me. Can't wait to hear his stories of Los Angeles.
Oh, is that where he was?
Yeah, he was at both losses. I'm not going to bring that up.
Rosie.
Yeah, the Lakers beating the Wolves on opening night and the Rams beating the Vikings on Thursday night.
Yeah.
Sauce, those are sports notes. That's what I would like you to do now, if you don't mind.
I can do that.
It's time for Fan 5 on the Power Trip, presented by All Around Property Preservation.
That's right. Thank you all around.
The Minnesota Vikings battle the Colts this Sunday at 7:15. Pregame is at 5. Your Vikings are 6-point favorites. The over-under is 45.5. We will get our first injury report tomorrow.
On that injury report will be, of course, Christian Darrisaw, who's going to be out for the season. Here's Mr. Quessenberry on maybe starting in his place.
You know, he was putting together an amazing season. He's a tremendous player. I'm super bummed for him because I see the work that he puts in, the way he prepares and comes to work every day. And, you know, I know he'll be back and he'll attack this rehab and this whole process. And it's going to be a beautiful story for him. I'm preparing like I'm going to start every game. You know, I always prepare like I'm one play away. And, you know, that question's best for the head coach.
I believe he went to the same high school as our head coach.
Oh, really?
I believe that's true.
Small world.
It's not really.
No, not really.
Well, relative to Jupiter.
True.
You didn't let me finish.
Small world, I wouldn't want to paint it. Right? Is that what he says, Stephen Wright?
Yeah, I think so.
Sauce, your voice sounds a little bit like Stephen Wright. A little bit.
Thank you.
Not really there where you went high. You hit the high note there. I don't know if he does that.
Thank you.
Do your best Stephen Wright impression.
The Vikings battle the Colts this Sunday at 7:15.
That's not the worst.
Not bad. Sounds
Hawk,
like
you do it.
Stephen wrong.
We also
You want me to do it or not?
Yeah, go
You
ahead.
asked me to do it, and then
Well, you paused. You paused. I thought that was my
the
time
pause
to go.
was part of the impression.
Do you not know I got to get into the character?
Yeah,
He's a method actor.
Boy, this will be great.
Once the guy come over and kissed me on the mouth, and later that day, I went home and had a chalupa. What do you think?
That's incredible,
Thank you.
Stephen. Proud of you. We also don't really know who's going to start at
It would
quarterback
have been better if you hadn't interrupted me.
for the Colts. That's what I do, though. I like to talk because their coach says everything is up in the air when it comes to who's going to start at quarterback. Shane Steichen is his name. The Steelers beat the Giants 26-18 to end Week 8. The Steelers are 6-2. The Giants are 2-6.
Cross-country skiing is great if you live in a small country.
That's good. Is that a real joke of his?
Yeah, I'm just Googling them.
That's a good one.
What's another word for thesaurus?
Brilliant. That's a great
I'm a
line.
knucklehead.
No, Pat, this isn't about you.
On the other hand, you have different fingers.
That's good.
That's a great line.
That's a good line.
Your delivery, Corey, sounds like Debbie Downer on SNL.
Also sounds like you need some NyQuil.
Yeah.
Oh,
Or
man,
you
don't get me aroused. That's my favorite drug on the
He
planet.
loves NyQuil.
I love it. Remember that commercial? I'm up now. Remember, the guy's sick and
No.
he's sick and he rolls over to his wife and he goes, "Are you awake?" And she goes, "I'm up now." That's what you sound like. Because she's pissed because he's a baby. He can't take care of himself.
Right, go take some NyQuil on your own.
Yeah.
My wife has to tell me to stop doing shots of NyQuil. That's how much I like it. She's like, you've had enough. You've had 3 bottles.
You need help.
That is a problem.
That is a problem.
Man, it's the best.
The first time I did NyQuil, I didn't know the difference between Dayquil and NyQuil, so I took a bunch because I was super sick right before I went to a college course.
Oh,
and
forget it.
Oh,
yeah,
boy.
they probably thought I was on heroin. I was nodding off the entire class.
That's a lot.
It's the best.
I can't take it. I literally will be high for 2 days.
Yeah, no, it messes me up for the whole next day.
Marnie, here we go. Here's Stephen Wright as Debbie Downer. Ready?
Yes.
It's official. I can't have children.
That's
That's the best bit of all time.
That's pretty good.
That is my favorite
That
Saturday Night
is
Live.
Oh, my
exact
gosh.
line is from the Lindsay Lohan one where everybody
World.
cracked.
Yeah.
It's
Yes.
the best.
And
It is the best.
It's
even Rachel Dratch
hilarious.
herself is
Yes.
in tears. She cannot believe how awesome the jokes are.
Yeah.
That even she can't wait to deliver them. It's so good.
It's my favorite
Jimmy
Saturday
Fallon?
Night Live bit.
Yep, Horatio Sands,
Horatio
Lindsay
Sands,
Lohan. And was it Armisen or Seth Meyers? Who's the fifth one?
I think it's Seth Meyers.
Armisen.
No,
No,
it's
it's Fred
Armisen. Right,
Armisen, yeah.
Yep.
And I don't
So
think
good.
she did that many Debbie Downer skits. There couldn't have been more than
a handful,
5.
yeah, something like that.
But they are legendary.
Yep, so good. It's her best bit, no doubt.
Marnes, the Wolves battle the Mavs tonight at 6:30. You can hear that game on the Timberwolves iHeartRadio channel. The Wolves are 5.5-point favorites because I would assume the Mavs played last night.
They
So
did.
are
They
on a
won
back-to-back.
110-102 over Utah. Luka, though, last night, Marnes, 5 of 22,
And
including
1
of
of
9.
9 from 3.
Yep. Clay
But
Thompson,
here-
though, right? Clay's
Yes.
now on the Mavs.
Clay played 28 minutes. Kyrie Irving played 36 minutes, and Luka played 33. The thing is, though, this is a TNT game. I understand
Dynamite.
that they might be resting guys, but you have to do that very carefully. And especially when it's your second night is TNT, they might be playing guys.
Yeah.
I mean, the line is set because they assume there will be guys rested, right? 5.5 is a big line for the Wolves to be favored. So it must be based in some reality of maybe Jason Kidd talking. Has he said we're going to rest on the second night of back-to-backs? I don't know, but there must be some
Kyrie
reality.
maybe, since he's him or Clay maybe, since they're vets. I can't see Luka doing it.
Does hockey know Clay Thompson's former team?
Yes. I'm willing to bet you a Caniac he does.
Yeah, I think he does.
Oh, God dang it. Just take the other side. Just give me free chicken.
No, you give me free chicken.
I don't want to give you free chicken.
You give everybody free chicken.
Oh, I give my neighborhood free chicken if my wife says we'll cater it. Right now I'm having amnesia and deja vu at the same time.
Pretty good.
Thanks.
Oh, thanks, Pat.
Thanks, Pat. Chris, just for fun, we both think that you know how to do it, that you're going to get this correctly, but get this correct. But what former team did Klay Thompson play for before the Mavs?
Dang it.
He's going to get it.
Is it Timberwolves?
Oh, my God.
Dang it.
I don't know. I really don't know.
You could have had free chicken.
Yeah.
I really don't. I promise
Think about it. Splash Brothers?
Klay Thompson.
That doesn't
Future
help.
Hall of Famer.
I know. I saw a film called The Splash Sisters.
Yeah. Oh, my
God. Please. It's a mermaid movie. He played for the
I really don't know.
Golden State Warriors.
How in the hell would I know that?
That's what I thought. I'm like, I don't think
Stephen Klay just winning title after title after title.
Splash Brothers? No? Nothing?
Steph.
Why would he watch that? Why would he watch that? No.
Feline AIDS is the number one killer of domestic cats.
Oh, my God.
That's pretty good.
The Dodgers beat the Yankees.
Have you consumed marijuana?
Today, no. The Dodgers beat the Yankees 4-2 to take a 3-0 series lead.
Wow, man.
Freddie Freeman has a home run in every game. Game 4 is tonight at 7:08. The Dodgers are minus 2,000 to win the whole thing.
Rosen, did you go to a World Series game?
No.
Oh, okay.
The Wild battle the Penguins tonight in Pittsburgh at 6. That game can be heard right here on the Fan. And the Gophers battle the Illini on Saturday at 11 a.m. And your Gophers are 3-point favorites.
It keeps going up.
The last time they were a road favorite was against Illinois, and they lost.
I'll run on
But
the
good
field.
for them, man. Quite the
I would
turnaround.
take the other side.
A
of
road
that.
favorite against a ranked team or just a road favorite?
I think just a road favorite.
Really?
You going to take Illinois? Is that what you're saying?
I would take Illinois.
Yeah.
And they have
so would I.
never
So
beaten
would I.
Brett Bielema.
I know, Bill. He absolutely owns this program. He owns this. It's not just Fleck. He's owned this program for years.
They're riding
before
high,
Fleck.
though. They killed that Maryland
They
team.
look really good. Their next
can't
home
do it,
game
though. I
is
want to,
in
but I can't.
3 weeks versus Penn State. Could be ranked, could be undefeated by that point. That'd be a game you don't want to miss.
Love you, Johnny Bones.
Love you guys,
We'll
too.
see you next week, right?
Yep, one more week. Swing by Zone Covers, swing by Twins Daily, listen to Gleeman of the Geek.
How can I do that?
Oh, and I mean, just type in Gleeman of the Geek on Google. You'll find us.
Okay.
What if I use Bing?
Then you
Chandler
can do that
Bing?
then? Yeah, they will find us, too.
It's actually Ms. Chandler Bong. More of the Power Trip Morning Show, including Mark Rosen, after this on The Fan.
Fan.
Get ready to laugh until you cry. Nick Swartzen, the hilarious star of Reno 911 and Grandma's Boy, is bringing his side-splitting stand-up to the State Theater on January 10th. Don't miss your chance to hear his outrageous stories and unforgettable jokes live. Tickets are on sale now. Get the full details at KFAN.com, keyword calendar.
Thank you, Maxo. Welcome back to 743 Power Trip Morning Show, your Minnesota Vikings morning show. Jonathan Grenard will join us today, 1 hour from now,
Hell yeah.
getting you ready for Sunday Night Football on the Fan. They flexed that game, Roser.
Yeah, they did. And it, it's always a battle of the networks when they can protect X number of games, and that's what's going to happen down the road. But not thrilled about it. Rather play at noon, but it's okay. It's a great atmosphere when they play on Sunday nights, and hopefully the Vikings can figure things out in a hurry and take care of business, because they're still 5-2, and they got a pretty good string of games right now against AFC South opponents, and The only one at home is this one. I think it's the only game at home in November.
That's right. We have 3 in a row after this on
Yeah,
the road. At
yeah.
Jacksonville, at Tennessee, at Chicago.
Wow. That's
I'll
crazy.
run on the field.
We don't
Luckily,
need you, Pat.
3 very winnable
relax.
games.
Yeah, they are.
Including that Bears game.
Well, the Bears defensive back is still running around out there looking for someone to.
He meets Austin.
It's time for Vikings news on the Power Trip, presented by
Radko. Thank you, Radko. Been with us since the very beginning. Thank you, Radko. Oh, no, the pick is in.
Great sound.
Well, good. We only have like 3 next year,
Yeah,
so
correct.
this is big. Sauce, go
What
ahead.
happened?
Make the pick.
Nothing. I just like that sound.
I would take a defensive tackle. You know who I would take? Steve Steverson.
Steve's a good player.
Yeah, Seahawk gets it.
Seahawk.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Roser.
Yes, sir.
Somebody told me a dirty rumor about you.
Oh, no.
Oh, what else is new?
You paid $200 to park.
I did.
You should have just turned around and gone home.
So I
Yeah, I would've left.
Number one.
What a joke.
By the time you got there, you should have set your car on
Well,
fire.
I would have abandoned my car.
It's L.A. and
It's just terrible.
I'd never been to SoFi Stadium before, so driving with Nick and
Swartzen?
yeah, no, someone with actually a vocabulary.
What's a vocabulary?
I don't know. Anyway, so we're
Those things you throw at weddings?
you got it's in Inglewood and it's different old school kind of area and
Always up to
and
no good.
looking for a place to there's 100 different places to go and entrances into the stadium, and so well, this one looks good. And I was kind of warned that the prices were a little steep. I was like, oh, whatever. So we pull up, and the guy goes, "Yeah, that'll be $200." And I said, what? $200 to park here? Do I get a golf cart or something to take me to my seat? And he started laughing.
Honestly, you must have thought for a moment he was kidding, right?
I did.
That's
I
unbelievable.
did. I thought, no, I've never seen anything like it because we had gone to the Laker game and we parked in a ramp nearby, and it was reasonable. I don't know, $25 or whatever. It wasn't any big deal. But this was, and I had heard from my niece that, they're usually charging like $150, unless you can get you can get something for a discounted price online ahead of time, but it wasn't possible at that point. We just decided to just go out there. So we just parked, and then we had to walk basically. As you know, that place is not easy to get around.
It's really not.
It was not my favorite stadium, far from it.
I know, yeah.
I walked about 3/4, which was fine to get the exercise, but walk about 3/4 around the stadium. So not only did we pay $200 to park, but had to walk about the circumference of SoFi to get to the gate that we had to get into. So anyway, it's all a good night's story. That's all.
What do you think of Cypress Hill's set
What was that now?
at halftime?
Remember we were dancing?
Nick loved it. Nick saw them perform. Can't remember where. It's always kind of a shortened set because halftime goes so quickly unless it's a Super Bowl. But I had no idea who they were.
Did you love when they
Cypress
played
Hill,
hits
man.
from the bong?
Yeah, Insane in the Membrane.
Wasn't as fun as standing in line with one of your heartthrobs on Sunday morning at the coffee shop at my little hotel.
Hang on a second.
And I'm
Mrs.
telling
Incredible was there?
So,
Right, and I tell you right away.
So it's
I thought,
either Elastigirl, Kate Upton, or Carrie Russell.
no, but you're close.
None of the girls?
It was
None
not
of the
Elastigirl.
By the way,
Carrot Top.
Carrie Russell's
I
on
thought about-
Smart List this week. She is a delight.
I'm going to text you right away.
Fascinating.
I would literally have been the Rube and said, I need a picture with you just to
So
send it
this
to
is
my
a
friend.
female or a male?
So, come on, a female.
I'm just saying. Hey,
John Cicada.
Got the ticket ready to cash.
how can you tip your hand without
Ernest
giving it away?
Borgnine.
I'm trying
Is
to
this
tell
a
you
TV actress?
Yes.
TV actress.
And
It's not
Amber
Carrie
Diaz.
Russell. And movies.
Ricky Lake.
Approximately how old?
Hawkwood. Sally
In her
Jesse
late
Raphael.
40s.
Late 40s. So
Golden
Tiffany Amber
Girls.
Thiessen?
Jenny Jones.
Late 40s.
She had a great role in a particular series.
Comedy series?
No.
Oprah?
Oh, no.
No.
Drama. Terry Hatcher.
Queen
I'm thinking
Latifah.
you love her, right?
HBO?
Yes.
So Game of Thrones?
Nope.
HBO series.
series?
Late.
Tall lady from Jason Sudeikis' show about soccer?
No.
What?
Oh, Hannah Waddingham.
Yeah, man.
Oh, no,
Have you
Hannah.
been seeing her making the rounds lately?
And then, honestly, my son had to say, you know who that is? Oh, yeah. I know who
Gabrielle
that is.
Union.
Yeah.
And I didn't.
Pasta Bolognese.
That's got to be it.
HBO series for sure. It's definitely an HBO series.
Back a few years back when she was
Fraggle Rock?
Few years
John
back.
Oliver.
Cardi B.
she was she didn't have a huge role in it. She played
Stallion.
a quote-unquote love interest.
Little Wayne.
Don't tell me Alexandria Daddario.
No. Let me just tell you.
No. Let's keep guessing. This is more fun.
Now I just derailed Chris.
I'm going online as we speak.
Sorry,
I think
because
it's
she
the
did
one
not
I'm
have a big
thinking of.
role in True Detective, but she changed a lot of lives.
Yes, that was True Detective.
Rebels.
Michelle Monaghan.
Oh, yeah, man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no.
I don't know why.
my God.
I don't know
I
why
thought
that's
you
connected
loved
to
her.
me. No, I'm not. I don't have that.
Oh, my goodness.
Man, she great.
No, she's great. I just that's
I
not.
thought that
I
was-
like that girl,
she's
man.
in.
She's been in a lot of
She's in Bad
stuff.
Monkey.
Yeah,
by
she's
the way,
good
which
in
is
that.
real
Yeah.
good.
Bad Monkey's great.
She was in True Detective, by the way.
I thought you were going to say Whoopi Goldberg.
I just when you said True
Hotboy.
Detective, I thought
Alexander.
Daddario for
You're
sure. And I'm like,
right.
well, then
No.
how did you survive that?
She was in.
She played Maggie Hart in the first season of True Detective.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, again, Alexandria stole
She was the wife.
first
Yeah, yeah.
season.
Oh,
She was the wife that he was with Alexandria instead of.
Got it.
Right. Anyway, I mean,
She was in the sequel to your book, Rosie. Your first book was called Best Seat in the House.
Right.
The second book was called Kiss, Kiss, Bang, Bang.
Yes. Oh, my God. That was a hell of a movie.
You wrote a book about
Robert
that?
Downey Jr.
I forgot about that movie. I
Man,
never
that
saw
was
it.
good. Yeah.
It was good?
Yeah, real good.
Never
Very
saw it.
good.
She's also in the
Quirky.
film Hawk Love's Justice League War. You love that movie.
It was
Hawk.
the best of the bunch.
Anyway,
That was a
I
movie?
misspoke. I thought you had a thing for her.
Nope, sorry. I hate to
right.
break her heart, but no, I don't have a direct
she's really good in
fascination
Bad
with her.
Yeah.
She was in
Anyway.
another film Hawk loved, Pixels.
Actually, I
The
did
video
like
game
that.
movie?
I did like
Sandler
that.
movie.
It's good. It's a good
Yeah.
show.
Is your guy in that movie?
She's
I think
his
he
wife
is
in
for
that.
like a second.
Oh.
Yeah.
Anyway. Oh, well. I tried.
Well,
Doesn't
sorry to
sound
disappoint
like
you
You're
and
not
her.
disappointing
Yeah,
me.
sorry.
Doesn't really sound like Michelle Monaghan's moving the needle for Jerry.
Now I can't tell if you're trying to do Rachel Dratch or Stephen Wright. It's a little bit of both.
I'm trying to do
both.
you doing Stephen Wright.
Hawk,
doing
we know
Rachel
it.
Dratch.
We know Hawk.
Yeah.
Somebody on Twitter just said that my Stephen Wright impression sounds like when I used to do Rami Malek introducing Young Thug on Saturday Night Live.
That was great.
I forgot all about that.
Ladies and gentlemen, Young Thug.
That's pretty good.
That was almost
good.
exactly how
What
Rami
happened to
Malek
him?
did it. Rami Malek, I don't know. It's a great actor.
He was in Oppenheimer.
Oh,
Yes, he
yeah.
was.
And obviously killed it in Mr. Robot, killed it in that Queen movie, Bohemian Rhapsody. He was fantastic. And he was good on SNL when he introduced Young Thug.
Correct.
What happened to Young Thug? Remember him?
He's probably going to prison for the rest of his life.
Yeah,
Oh, no, not
How?
And he got old.
Brilliant. How?
He got hit with a RICO case, which is like that's a mafia thing.
That's a big deal.
Oh,
Yeah,
Wow.
he
That's how they got
leaped.
Al Capone, isn't it?
What's a RICO case?
It's taxes or something, isn't it?
Federal, yeah.
How do you not know? Your dad's a lawyer.
Well, he doesn't talk to me. Only talks to Rosie and Hawk.
He doesn't talk to me.
Oh,
Hard talk with your mouth full.
Rosie, is
There's a couple of RICO cases in town here recently. Yeah.
Is it weird, Rosie, that if you had told me that Carrie Russell was in line at the coffee shop, I would have wanted to punch you? And that's not fair to you, but I
number
would
one,
have wanted to.
I would have texted you immediately or sent you a picture. I would not have even
Well, you would have
thought
had to
twice about it.
FaceTime with me and just say,
Correct.
like, Carrie, you got to meet
Because
this guy.
she's like fourth in line and I have time. I would have absolutely
Yeah,
done that.
well, not weird at all.
No, not weird at all.
Hey,
I'm
but
sure she
Roser?
would- Yes, sir.
Michelle Monaghan, is she stunning in person?
Very much so. I mean, very. You know, she had. I think she was with her husband. I'm sure. Assume it was
lame.
No, just dressed down. It was a Saturday morning. You know, wearing a t-shirt and
Did
jeans.
you tell her to go
and-
home and get dressed up?
How dare you go out looking like this?
How do you enter society looking like this?
Yeah.
Bring your best or stay home.
Yeah, a natural beauty. I'll leave it at that. I'm just.
You know where she's from?
Iowa.
Iowa.
Is that right?
A small
I guess I could've
town
struck up
called
a-
Winthrop, Iowa.
I just looked it up.
Population 750.
Maybe she dated Mike Grimm.
Is Mike Grimm still with us?
I think so, yeah.
He was on yesterday?
By the way, do you know it was his birthday yesterday and he didn't mention it? Guernsey tweeted that it was Grimmer's birthday.
Really?
That's your kind of guy.
That's
Corey.
my kind of guy. It was his birthday and he didn't even care. Didn't bring it up and go, hey, it's my birthday today. Or in Tommy's case, it's my birthday week.
Oh,
Love
Or
Tommy.
month.
Or month.
Didn't bring
We've had-
donuts
No,
for the
didn't
crew?
bring donuts. That's the way you
that
do
he
it.
paid for.
Yeah, that's the way you do it.
See, you make it sound like but I guarantee he was sitting at home on his couch last night, sad as hell.
But nobody mentioned it except for Guernsey on Twitter.
One balloon that he bought himself.
God, birthdays.
Just eating cake icing out of the jar.
Oh, lucky.
Yeah. Those are
One hand. on his Janssen.
Okay.
Why does he?
Oh, my
Because it's his birthday.
Hey, not to keep
So he only
circling.
masturbates on his birthday?
What do you got to be crude?
Why do you have
matter
to
with
say
you?
the word?
Why's
I
it
don't
gotta
know.
be crude,
I was
Mark?
just trying to get the point across.
No, we all got
all
it.
He
understood.
was hanging out with
Thank you,
Coach
Rosen.
Janssen.
Yeah, man.
Gophers basketball
Gophers play
coach.
tonight.
Yeah.
Not
Who
to
did they
keep
play,
circling
Hawk?
back to Kerry Russell, but I'm going to.
Right.
Has anybody seen The Diplomat, and is it good? Because I
Have
have
not.
not watched it yet.
Cameron
Hibbing.
Rosen, too.
I believe we're on to season 2-ish.
No, I've not watched
I've not
it.
seen
No.
it.
I don't know if it's
Was
good
it
or
on
not. Netflix.
No, Netflix? Okay.
She's
If not,
the star of it. I should
Hey,
watch it. That's my gal.
I know we're supposed to be doing Vikings news. But,
We are.
But listen,
Kind of.
real
We
quick,
are.
that one Zodiac. Okay.
Uh-huh.
New documentary on Netflix.
Yeah, I haven't watched it yet.
Can't wait.
I watched it.
And
I know you guys all know this. I did not. I was waiting at the end of the third episode for them to say, and it was.
no, that was the problem with the
They
movie.
still don't
No, they
know.
don't know.
No, they don't know.
The movie, which is 10 out of 10.
Yeah, the movie's excellent.
David Fincher, right? It's fantastic.
Wonderful.
Jake Gyllenhaal, Robert Downey Jr. It's fantastic.
Steve Lombardozzi.
Steve Lombardozzi, Mark
John
Ruffalo.
Hines.
Yeah,
Look
John
on that.
Hines.
Basically, all the Avengers are in it, but it was like 15 years ago. Have you ever seen Zodiac?
No.
Fantastic film. Creepy as hell.
Crosby.
At the end,
Crosby.
spoiler, at the end, they kind of present a case like it's probably this person, but they flat out admit, we have no idea who did this.
And that's the same thing with the documentary. It's fascinating.
Yep.
And somebody did say it was me to a kid, but they still don't know for sure who it was, which seems impossible.
Wasn't it like a month or two ago? Some guy went on TikTok and had like really good evidence that it was his grandfather.
Yeah, but he was dancing during the confession.
Oh, well, that wrecks the whole thing.
Anyway,
that
no,
doesn't work in
but
court.
it is a fascinating documentary. It's
Chilling.
3
It's
episodes.
Yeah, we'll
interesting
watch
they
it.
would do a documentary without an ending.
It's still going on, man. There's
Doesn't
still,
matter.
Or a
there's
movie
still a,
without an ending.
That's right.
Movie's fantastic, though.
When was
It's
he
so
killing?
good.
In the 70s?
70s,
Late
60s,
There's a
early
chance he's
70s.
80s.
dead.
Oh, no, for sure.
He's almost
He's
assuredly
definitely
dead
yeah.
now, but
Yeah.
But, you know, they
Didn't he
never...
tell anyone?
I mean, they never caught they excuse me, let me start over. They never thought they would catch that Golden State guy. They
Right.
caught him.
They were very fortunate.
Trey Johnson, Richardson, Clay.
Johnson, Richardson, Clay. Are you high?
I was
He
too
was a-
excited
he was
because
a
I
cop.
remembered that you guys said he
Yeah.
played for Golden State.
That was a hell of a documentary.
Yeah.
The
It's
one
a
about
tough
Trey
watch.
Richardson, Johnson, Clay?
Yeah, that's a tough watch.
But like I just said to
That guy was
sauce off the air when we
horrifying.
were talking about the Zodiac documentary, somebody on Twitter a couple days ago said all you had to do to get away with murder in the 70s was not be there when the cops showed up.
It's true.
Yes, it's 100%.
So this guy would just find people like couples just sitting like, making out on a picnic
Right.
And he'd
table
shoot 'em,
and
right?
just or tie him up and then stab him to
Worse.
death or
Yeah.
Man, there's that one scene in the movie. It's the creepiest scene where he just kind of emerges wearing all black.
Yeah.
And there's a couple, and he basically ties them both up, and the one watches the other one get stabbed, and then
Yep.
knows I'm next.
Yep.
It's
Yeah.
the worst.
I mean,
The worst. But a fantastic
I
film.
mean, Bundy, we said this off the air, Bundy would tell people his name was Ted, and then he would abduct him. And they never caught him until like 10 years later. The 70s were a weird era, man.
I would love to talk to somebody that's high up in the crime world now. I mean, on the good side, not the bad side, not the criminal side, and just be like, truly, how impossible is it to get away with being a serial killer now? Or is it shockingly still easy? Because don't we all think it's hard to not get caught now? Like,
with all the DNA evidence,
you would think.
and everything
cameras,
is
there's
available.
cameras
tracking,
Yeah, exactly.
DNA. You would think it's
Phones.
super easy to stop a serial killer now, but I wonder if it's still surprisingly tough to catch
Well, you go back to
somebody
the
like
Son
that.
of Sam and all the stuff that happened back in the 70s was out of control with serial killers.
Where were you during these murders?
I was hiding under my bed.
Wow.
From the cops?
No,
You were hiding under somebody else's bed.
That's true. That's my water bed.
Oh, gross.
It's hard to hide under a water
Yeah,
bed.
it really is. You could not get underneath
Have you ever sent a puzzle to a newspaper?
I have not. I have a hard enough time figuring out crossword puzzles, so I have never sent a crossword.
Nice alibi. I ain't buying it.
The other thing to why everybody got away with it back then is...
The other thing to why?
The other thing why everybody got away with it, sorry, is not even like the county shared information. Nobody shared information with anybody. I mean, Bundy was like a
real
cross-country
sophisticated.
killer and only got caught because he murdered somebody in broad daylight and they saw him.
He was like, catch me now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know about serial killings, but only 50% of murders these days are solved.
Right.
So it's actually
Only
still pretty.
50%?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Where'd that stat come from?
The internet.
The internet.
Well,
That's got to be
It's got to be
true.
believable.
It is true.
Yeah, I think it is.
So if I killed Sauce, I'd have a 50-50 shot of getting away with it?
No, they would know it was you.
Why?
You'd be the top of the list because you hate me.
I have a pretty strong alibi, though. All I have to do is go, I was in my basement watching poker when it happened.
Yeah.
I'd go, God dang it, that checks out.
Yeah, that checks out. Who would do that?
Right, who would do that 20 hours
Yeah.
a day?
Oh, my. That was Viking news.
That was Vikings news. They play Sunday night against the Colts, the Power Trip Morning Show after this. But Vikings defender Jonathan Grenard in about 40 minutes right here on The Fan.